We had an empire.
Okay, let's not go back to history. Okay,
that
let's keep
more than the lives of some countries. Certainly some people are looking for war. We are in Syria.
Who is looking?
Israel. Violating Lebanon's airspace and shooting into Syria is a violation of international law. And the international community, and of all people Europe, which believes international law is the foundations of international order, is blaming us and not blaming the Israelis. Risk is great, but risk will be even greater if you continue to turn a blind eye to severe violations of international law. Let's say we live in a jungle and let's allow everybody. So let's not talk about human rights. Because Khashoggi put human rights in the shelves. I mean, anybody who claims human rights, just remind them of Khashoggi and I'll tell you, it's gone. Let's not talk about international law because Israeli behavior is putting international law on the shelves. US behavior is putting international law on the shelves. You are still selling weapons to Saudi Arabia. Why should I set aside Khashoggi? Let's walk down together.
Yes.
Let's not take the high moral ground because you certainly don't have it. Without our people, we are nothing. We have an independent judiciary. The president doesn't have any power over the judiciary. We're doing all what we can. We have hundreds of thousands of dual nationals who come to Iran every year. How many of them, rightly or wrongly,
yes,
I'm not dealing with that, rightly or wrongly are in jail. Our responsibility to our citizens is something, and we have mistakes, shortcomings, excesses that we need to address. But it's not for Europe. So don't tell me that your businesses are not coming to Iran because you're concerned about human rights. I believe human rights for us is a security requirement, not a moral nicety. It's a security requirement. But I believe Europe, and certainly the United States, are not in a position. Saudi Arabia today, Saudi Arabia today in the United Nations was one of the major supporters of the human rights resolution against Iran. Is this the human rights the international community wants to uphold? If we derived our security from here, I would have been more worried. But since we derive our security from our people, I'm not at all worried.